What up, KTOD Maddie Nation? I'm back, baby. We got a car vlog for you on the side channel. We are talking Galactics. We are talking a little bit about the meta. I just want to say it was so sick meeting everyone, signing cards, signing mats, shaking hands, giving out play mats, meeting you across the table or meeting you in line at the prize wall, wherever it was. Galactics was a unbelievable bucket list experience for me. To everyone who came up to me, thank you. It was an honor and a privilege to say hi and meet you. This is kind of a surreal thing that we do for this game, and I'm eternally grateful for it. If you see me at an event, as long as I'm not playing, or if I just had a crushing defeat, give me like 5 seconds, please come up and say what's up. I love that. I love meeting people. Like I said to so many people at the event, I'm happy to sacrifice a few percentage points of my competitive nature to dive in with the community. I think that is my focus in this game. So to all y'all, that was awesome. Now, some reflection on Galactics. Personally, a little bit more truncated of a trip than I'd originally planned. I moved my flight from Wednesday to Thursday, giving me one less day, and we did like a pool hang that day. So, competitive-wise, things that I did wrong. One, I partied all Thursday, and that was not the best prep. So I did not listen to my own advice on how to prep for big events. I didn't swerve, I just played whatever Mike did, but I was extremely tired on Friday. I woke up in the middle of the night on Thursday night for a couple hours as well, so it was like, pool party, sun blasting you, having a few beverages. So what happened was, I got to 5-1 and I just completely folded. I was barely keeping my eyes open at the table and just like punted away 2 winning ins to not make day 2. Kind of a bummer in some ways, but not. I had no expectations on result. I had goals on my process, and so things that I failed on were basically prep and taking care of myself. I'm okay with it, but that, when you review your process, right, we're reviewing things we did right and things we did wrong. Things I did right, I knew what I was going to play pretty well in advance. I was between 2 decks for a long time, Quinlan and Han Blue, but because I didn't have I think Quinlan was a better deck for like day 2 and beyond, but I wanted to get as many free wins as possible day 1, and so for me, Han 2 Blue was the call. It was the right call. It should have got me in day 2 if I didn't utterly collapse in the last 2 rounds. Not to take anything away from my opponents, it was just like, the play mistakes were pretty bad. I lost my round. So I won game 1 of my final round. I lost game 2, and I forgot that I won game 1, and I started packing up my stuff, and my opponent had to remind me that I won game 1. That's how tired I was. But anyway, so things I did right. I was between 2 decks, made a very clear choice on what to play, used, the team's preparation and hard work, and just ran the same 60 as Mike. Was very happy with that. Should have got me in day 2, got him in day 2. That was the good. The bad was, just not taking care of myself in my prep, or in my physical prep. So, in the future, probably gonna carve out a little more time to that, just to honor myself and all the hard work I do in this game. Give myself a little bit better of a fighting chance. I don't need to be at 100% because, again, I like to schmooze, but take a little bit better care. So reflections and lesson learned. And then day 2, I kind of decided late to play in the open, and so I was like scrambling around trying to build Kylo Tarkentown. I had the list of everything I needed, but I was a little lazy and a little rushed, so I just made up a random sideboard and definitely missed some of the cards the guys had. And then for some reason, my SWODB had Force Choke instead of Force Throw, and I knew that was wrong, but I just played with it anyway. And Force Chokes actually were pretty good into like stuff like Cheer It, Unit, not Leader, rip our friend. But I missed the throws. I mean, playing without throws is crazy. And I had a win in. Went to game 3, and I just wasn't able to pull it out. It was very close. I think I missed by like 2 damage with Kylo, because I got 2 Kylo attacks and I was 4 damage short, so it would have been 2 damage on either way. But played much better. Was very proud of that that run, because I picked up a deck. I didn't even have the optimal list. I picked up a deck that morning. Played a few test games with it, but really just kind of downloaded it pretty well, found the lines, beat things like Kira 33, Dataval did 32 damage in 1 turn, which was kind of crazy, stuff like that. So I was very proud of that. Played much better in the open. It was a little bittersweet to go 0-3 and win it in, so I played 17 rounds of SWU. I played the maximum amount of rounds, was in it the entire time, but just never got there in my winning in. So kind of the story of KTOD Maddie in this game. I think I've won 1 winning in, which was Minnesota, and then was unable to get my winning in Richmond, and then my 2 winning ins day 1 and my winning in day 2. So something I'm going to look at. I definitely need more lengthy competitive reps, because this is all happening at last round, day 3, when I'm fatigued. So, when you're reviewing your Galactics or your sectors or your PQs, those are things you want to look at. You want to look at the Ys, right? And again, we're not tying our goal to a result. It would have been great to make day 2 in either event. I think I played well enough until the end on both of them, but my process was very flawed. But that's being a dad to 2 young kids and doing some community stuff, and also enjoying the pool a little more than I probably needed to, hand up there. So my goal for next year, if possible, if it allows, get there a little earlier to get used to the time zone, because I was waking up at 4:30 every morning. If time doesn't allow, find ways to take care of myself, drink a lot of water, eat healthy. I was pretty happy with that. I went and got real food in between rounds when I could. So could have been a little more prepped up. Now, post Worlds, what am I doing? I'm doing a mix of things. I'm trying out the main hits, the decks that did well. That I was already kind of playing Quinlan. I'm gonna to revisit that. I think that would have been a great choice if I was day 2. But c'est la vie there. I want to check out the boys. Towson, I think they did a great job and did very well with it, so I want to play that list, and then just going to try out some decks. If you're interested in what my prep looks like post Worlds, check out the Patreon. I just dropped a Patreon exclusive, kind of detailing that strategy a little more. We've had a lot of cool people join the deck threads after Worlds. The player who top 8'd with Han 4 was in there, kind of chopping up. The BN boys are talking about Kylo Tarkintown. So a lot of good things in there. If you want to, get in the nitty gritty, deepen your commitment a little bit, check it out. If not, we got the YouTube pod dropped earlier this week. You can check that, and we got more good stuff coming. So that is my thoughts on Galactics. A little sprinkling in of what I'm going to be trying out. And now for the future of this channel, it's going to be hopefully picking back up a little bit. Definitely going to be hair down. We're going to do the car vlogs. We are going to do tier lists. We're going to do, just like the KTOD Maddie stuff. Let's talk books. So for all you who are watching, look at the book stand. One book that I've been reading and loving, it's been on my list for a while, I've had it for a while, haven't cracked it, is Tigana. If you haven't read this book and you like fantasy, it's unreal. I'm really enjoying it. I think the prose is crisp. I think the stakes are high and dramatic. I think the setting and the world building is beautiful, and the characters are interesting and dynamic. I'm loving it. I encourage you to try it out. If you've read it, hit me in the, no spoilies, But if you've read it, hit me in the comments what you think about the book. If you pick it up and try it, again, let me know. Come up to me at an event or hit the YouTube comments and be like, yo, I read this book. It was great, or you're tripping, or give me a book recommendation. So that's it. Little check-in, post-worlds check-in in the car while I move between my in-laws' house that I stayed at for 5 days and my new crib. Excited to show you guys the new office when I get that set up as well. And that's it. Booyah.